Okay, now the big question. The tier list. Who do you summon? If you've decided to commit to the custom group summon, who should you get? I'm going to break this down and try to make it real easy. There's going to be your meta usage units. These are the ones you should get. There's your solid pickup units. These are the ones that are good units to have on your account, but I'd only go for it if you swipe, if you're a Pokédex collector, if you're just rolling in bookmarks and you're not worried about the future. Then we're going to talk about the not worth it ones. This is where pretty much everything that is just, worth just waiting to randomly get. And then, of course, what's not available. So first, let's fill out the not available section with all the collaboration units, all the limited units, all the recent units that can't be pulled on this banner. Okay, so there you go. Units on the no-fly list are pretty straightforward. We have Xeno because he's a special free unit. You've got the limited units who have not had reruns. Afternoon Soak Flan, Laya, Frida, Ida, and Young Senya. We've got, of course, the Overlord collab, the Full Metal Alchemist collab, all the Guilty Gear collabs, Remaruk, or the Slime collab, the Re-Zero collab, the Espa collab. None of those will be available, and the most recent units, that would be Schneel, Fene, and Tori. They're just too new to be included on this. They have to be 6 months old or older, so these are just the no-fly zone. You cannot get these from the custom group summon. Now, I'm going to make this real easy for you. Here's the not worth it column. There you go. See what I did there? I'm not going to look you in the eye and say any non-limited RGB unit is worth picking up from the custom group summon. Not when these can drop banners at any point in time. Not when they can randomly pop out from daily covenant summons. Not when Smogate is known to give out selector tickets. Not when we're going to have another dash event. You can't tell me with how much money the 6-year dash event gave that they're not going to do something again, and probably even grander for 7-year anniversary, where you got so many selector tickets that you can use to get any of these units. Nah, fam, nah. I'm not going to look you in the eye and say, yes, you should spend bookmarks on these that could go into a collab, that could go into new limiteds, that could go into new units. Not a single damn one is worthy of being in any column but the not worth it. Okay? I'm just being straight with you as I can. If you want to know which one of these is better and which one of these is good in current meta, watch one of the 10,000 other tier lists that are going to pop up over the next few weeks and follow their guys. But I'm trying to be a man of the people here. I'm trying to look out for your best interest, and I think it's in your best interest to not select any non-limited covenant unless you feel your game is stalled because you don't have a specific unit, that it's miserable to play, that you're not able to complete content, that because you don't have Sirmia in your life, it's not worth playing the game. Then you do you, right? But in general, get RGBs from any one of the number of dozens other avenues, from story summons to selector tickets moving forward. Don't pull them from the Covenant summons. So that narrows it down to a pretty respectful list, right? Meta usage and solid pick for what's left of the limited summons, right? You can get some solid niche uses out of Summertime Asari if you like cleaving. There's still a handful of uses. She used to be totally in the dumpster, but I think she's making a little bit of a comeback. I don't think it's worth it to pick up Summer Break Charlotte. Her artifact is decent, but she's just hard to use. Seaside Bologna, there is some minor PvE that you can use her in. It's mostly Labyrinth and Nightmare Raid. Her usage in any form of PvP, from RTA to Arena to Guild Wars, has just kind of fallen off greatly, but because she does have some PvE use, I'll stick her there. Ocean Breeze Luluka used to be a meta unit, but other units have come along. They're just a little bit better. She does still have some solid use in RTA. Here and there, she is a good solid pickup. Not, about on the same usefulness level as all of these three, right? Ahmed has got meta usage in Arena, and that's about it, right? I'm going to put her at the top of solid pickup because she's really, really useful in Arena. Blooming Litica, I don't think really has any use in this game. Biblis only has one use in the game, and that is full autoing the Nightmare Queen, and who cares? Just do it on manual. Not worth your cubs. Cerise has only really one or two uses in the game. That's mostly expeditions. And who cares? They're expeditions. It is not worth your hard-earned bookmarks. DN is one of the few meta picks in here. DN is starting to really shine in RTA. I think she is a pretty solid pickup. Fairy Tale Tenebria has got some real freaking minor uses. It's more about her artifact. Holiday Euphine, although she does have some uses and some people were cooking with using her on Uberous Tooth, I just don't think she is worthy of your bookmarks. Greenlandy is really nice for clearing some labyrinth or some abyss floors and can be used in expeditions, but even this once great disaster of the game has fallen off, and I don't really think she's worth it. Lethe is basically Dark Corvus with boobs and is just about as useless as Dark Corvus is in the modern meta. Thank you very much for that, Ilanov. Not worth it. Galililius is a freaking awesome DPS unit. She's really good in PvE and can be used in PvP, especially in some Guild War fights. But again, you got to watch out for the ever-present Empyrean Ilanov who hard stomps her. But that's it. This is all we got. I think what you're seeing here, guys, is that if you are jonesing for one of these units, if you've got the bookmarks to spare and you're really, really hyper wanting one of these units, then you go for it. But pound for pound, there's not a lot here, right? Almost everything in this game that is super, super strong has come out in the past year. And everything else, you've got other avenues to get it. So I'm going to go, again, on record as saying, don't pull on the spanner. One, if you don't have 600 bookmarks to spare, if you've less than 600 bookmarks, you stay away from this because you could get halfway through it, stall out, and then your coins go away, and all you do is throw good bookmarks after bad, right? Two, don't pull on this unless you don't mind spending on what's coming next. And three, don't pull on this unless you're staring at one of these units and saying, finally, now this unit will be mine, and I will feel complete, and I'll enjoy the game. Those are the only condition where you pull on this. You don't mind spending, or you can't live without it. So that's my tier list. It's one of the biggest downer tier lists I've ever made, because basically everything I am saying, don't pull any of this. The closest thing to something that you might really want to go for is a Gala and a DN, and even they are not super top end. And when I say meta usage, I mean compared to everything else that's on this list. They ain't it. For limited units, there's not a lot of meat on the bones here. So my last tip to you is, of course, remember that once you populate the list, you can do one single 5 Covenant summon to populate your powder shop with the artifacts from your summons. You got to do one summon to make it be a real banner as far as Epic 7 is concerned. It's to keep you from swapping and just buying all the artifacts, right? And that makes it a real banner, and that makes the artifacts show up in the powder shop so you can use powder to buy those artifacts if you want. Other than that, I'm skipping it. I'm not doing a single damn pull on this. Let me know what you guys are doing. Let me know in the comment section, and hopefully this tier list helps you out a little bit. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You guys have a great rest of your week.